You're in front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahar. I'd like to salute this brother. March up. Barak. Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahar.
Good morning, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, nigga? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, niggas? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers got them killers with me, and I don't fuck with every spot cause it's too iffy. Real motherfucking prophet cause the Lord with me, but don't get that shit twisted, I got Drake's with me. Yeah, bitch, and that whole 50. Run up on me wrong, you gon' catch 60. Wait, you gon' catch 20. The other 30 for your homies, bitch, I got plenty. And I'll shoot this motherfucker till that clip empty. Taking orders from your bitch, you a fucking simpy. Shit, should be televised. The way I'm cutting niggas up, bitch, I'm a samurai. Niggas swear they in the truth, but telling hella lies. Stumping like you Greek, bitch, you Hellenized. The revolution gon' be televised, and what I see in my vision gon' leave you petrified.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, nigga? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, so who is y'all, niggas? One West, we want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas? UPK soldiers lead cowards and awe. So fuck a gas stop, I came with 6 pumps in my car. My niggas ready to swing, we like kids at the park. So touch a chair around this bitch and we breaking your jaw. They think we Christian, but we not. Nothing about us is soft. I don't know what you niggas on, but that shit get you off. We booted up. We came to take zones for real. Black 40 under my garment, I be dressed to kill. Fourth dimension sitting linger, I be fresh for real. Putting scripts on your corners, but these here ain't pills. We rock covers. You official if you know those drills. Bread and water, you official if you know those meals. Yeah, you niggas soldiers get rolled over. You got police in your pocket, I got a judge in my holster. Oppressors out to get us, so remain sober. Or be chained to them chains till there's nothing that remains of us. A cult leader like Christ, we got the same culture. I bang on them, tell my enemies the reign's over. I up the sig and keep pulling like a chain smoker. The game ain't changed, one West stayed the same on them. One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Niggas talking prophets, yeah, we got plenty. We the reason why it's Israelites around the city. Call Kazak, tells a rock, bring Shamar out. We about to slide on them, see what niggas talking about. Young dog think he wise cause he a Kim head. That shit lame, they didn't survive, nigga, Kim is dead. Where I'm from, little nigga, is a dirty game. I pledge allegiance to Yahweh, bitch, I'm UPK. Huh, nigga, let's talk bodies. Set up on your corner, wake up everybody. Big priest until I'm dead deceased. The mission is complete until you're off the street. So y'all on the internet stumping down the street. But take the poor and the weak. Touch your sister or a brother, you gonna be sleep. But take the poor and the weak.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Fucking with the brothers, then I'm giving out major pain. Clip full of ball heads, I'm shooting out Damon Wayne's. Driven ambition, I ain't never changing lanes. Wise as an old man, but I ain't slanging cane. This ain't a game, this shit way deeper than rap. You speaking the cap, but the shit y'all speaking is cap. I'm 5,000, but I still keep it a stack. I'm in the truth, not cause back then I was seeking the fact. Cry aloud for the niggas that's deep in the back. And the Lord with me, ain't no reason for keeping the strap. We peep the attacks, niggas say we ain't speaking the facts. Stealing breakdowns every time we teaching in class. Niggas snitching, y'all out here squeaking with rats. We be on the street corners teaching that Jesus is black.
We on 125th Street, Harlem, nigga, you see where we at?
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga.
All right, y'all. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Shabrakatah to the Akim Shalom. Yahweh Shamar Alatah Ba'ashem to the Akwath. I am Officer of 1,000 Awadja. This is the ISUPK Detroit Scripture Breakdown class under Commanding General Yohana. As always, like, share. Make sure you like, share the classes. Share these classes. It's so important, man, to get these classes out. We have so many things that we have to combat and fight against. It's an everyday, never-ending fight. It's an everyday, never-ending fight. And that's why it's so important to get these classes out to our brothers and sisters, okay? So make sure you like and share the class. Also, if you have questions, put them in the comment section, and I will get to them as soon as I can. All right. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure I share the class while I'm talking mess. All right. Yeah, but again, that's the important. That's so important, and that's a job that everybody can do is share the class and make sure this truth getting out there. All right. Okay, and as I can see, we are still in Pride Month, which is insane. Oh, Slack, I need you to watch. Slack, give me 1 second. Slacking. So yeah, still in Pride Month, man. I just it is excuse me, amazing to me, man, that this is this type of a month, and of course we didn't get to read everything last week that I was trying to go over because time was short. So a lot of people don't understand if you with being in an alternative lifestyle, man, that's totally really against the Lord, and that's what we was bringing out last week. And I wanted to share this article that I like to share all the time around this time, because you have to understand something. A lot of people don't understand that being alternative, you have a some type, they call that a mental disorder. Like something was wrong with something is wrong with you. Okay, if you going up the street, right? I'm gonna help you out. If you're going up the street and you see a male dog humping on another male dog, you're gonna think it's something wrong with that dog. You're gonna think it's something wrong with the dog. You're gonna be like, what's wrong with that dog? That dog is crazy. Right. Being in an alternative lifestyle, it's the same thing for us. A man hugging a man, you're crazy. You have a mental disorder. I'll pull that up what I sent you. I think I ain't put a thing. I think I just sent you. Okay, con. I get it to you. Ain't no sweat. I get it right to you. Don't you worry, brother. Let me get it to you. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Yeah, it's something wrong with you, and they know that. They understand that. They say it is definitely a mental disorder, man. It's definitely that. But just like any other thing, if you see a person standing on a corner talking to themselves or something, he don't understand that there's something wrong with him. He don't go check himself into the mental hospital and say, you know what, I got a mental disorder. I'm standing on the corner talking to himself. He think he just fine. But of course, you see him, you know the brother or the sister might need help. Or the person might need help. You like, dang, they sitting there just talking to, they having a whole conversation, laughing and all kind of stuff, just standing in the middle of the street. This person needs some help. But he don't think that. It's the same thing with the alternative people. They don't realize that they have a mental disorder. They think they just fine. But they doing something that's not normal, man. And more importantly than it not being normal, it goes against the Lord, man. That's more important than anything. It goes against the Lord. All right? Give me 1 second, L. Let me get there with you. All right, you got that? Okay, read that.
We're in an article. We're looking at an article in Wikipedia titled Homosexuality in the DSM. It reads as homosexuality was classified as a mental disorder.
Classified as a what?
As a mental disorder.
I'm not sitting here making this up, man. This thing is a mental disorder. Like the example I gave earlier, if you see a dog, a male dog humping another male dog, you know it's something wrong with him. It's the same thing. If you see a human being man hugging another human being man, it's something mentally wrong with them. They say it's a mental disorder. Go.
In the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders.
A mental disorder. You can have a mental disorder. That's what you have. You're not thinking rational or logical or even sanely. You have a mental disorder. That's the same thing for somebody who want to run around here talking about I identify as this or I identify as that. Right. You have a mental disorder. It's something mentally wrong with you. I'm Officer of 1,000 Awaja, a full-grown man. That's who I identify as because that's who I am. That's who I am. I can't be nothing else. I can't identify as anything other than what I am. Your oppressor, clearly, the people that we let rule over us, they clearly rule over us with some form of mental disorder. To tell people that it's okay, and believe me, they understand they people. They understand they people, man. They understand they people suffer from mental disorders. The problem is, if they want to do that, they should be allowed to do that. Let them do that. We should not follow that garbage, man. We shouldn't follow that stuff, man. Right. They shouldn't look at us, and we shouldn't behave and conduct ourselves in the manner in which they conduct themselves in. Our problem is we love the oppressor so much that we follow in his footsteps and we follow the filth that he does. That's our problem. We follow that filthy nonsense. Go ahead, L.
Continuing on. Beginning with the first edition, published in 1952 by the American Psychiatric Association.
By the American Psychic Association. They don't think that your oppressor don't understand that it's something wrong with same-sex marriage. Here is how you understand that they know that. You cannot have a functioning society when it operates in this manner. Your society cannot function. And this is why a lot of the other nations look at the United States as weak right now, because they're putting their men in dresses. Their men are walking around identifying as women. This weakens your society. But your oppressor, again, because of his mental disorder, he doesn't even think like that. He think it's okay to push this. But the Lord said, nah, He pushes it to his own downfall. Go ahead.
Continuing on.
Mm-hmm.
This classification was challenged by gay rights activists.
Challenged by who?
Gay rights activists.
One more time.
By gay rights activists.
By another mental disorder. By another person with a mental disorder. It was challenged by them. This is how they got it changed, by people with mental disorders. This is who we have ruling. This is who we have ruling over us, man. This is the people that we have ruling over us. This the people that our people love to follow behind. No, not me, man. My leader, Commander General Yahada, man.
That's right.
That's my leader. That's who I follow. That's the path. That's the man I stand with. Commander General Yahana, man. I won't stand with this garbage right here. That trips up our brothers and sisters. Okay? We have to stop following the oppressor and start following the Lord. You could drop that L. Yeah, Ecclesiasticus in Apocrypha, chapter 1. We're gonna start at 14. Your oppressor has you doing everything backwards, man. His entire life, his entire way of thinking, it's all backwards. He teaches a self-destructive behavior. Now, don't think for 1 second that your oppressor don't know these scriptures. He don't know who he is in the scriptures. He don't know who he is in the scriptures. And he knows. So he don't care. He'll take every last one of us down with us if he could. Why do you think he make atomic bombs? He will blow the entire earth up, himself included. He got a mental disorder. We have to come up out of those type of things. I got you, El. We have to come up out of those things, man. And learn how to come back to our God, man, and start serving the Lord the way we supposed to serve him. Go ahead, El. You have something?
Kind of one kind, sir. I had a question. I read an article. I just seen it. It said that Barack Obama in the House and Senate, when he was president in 2010, they passed a new law allowing people who identify in the alphabet community to join the military. And I was just curious, why did they do that? You know, like, why did America?
You said pass the law for them to join the military.
It's called
because here's the thing. That just looked good. When you have a mental disorder, like, now I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you think they had to pass a law for them for alternative people to be in the military? You ain't hear what they do on them Navy ships out at sea all that time? They've been there. They didn't have to pass a law. They're already there. They just passed a law so they can get the votes from that community to make it just look good. It's been there. It's been there the whole time. They've been right there. It just allows them to come out and be flamboyant. They get out there on the battlefield and twirl the guns around and all that other stuff they do. It's ridiculous nonsense, man. What we got to do, man, is we have to fear the Lord. You got that, L? Ecclesiasticus 1:14. Read that. Chapter 1, verse 14. Con. How we looking on questions? Anybody? You can just look up. It's right there. It's right on too.
Says Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Barakatah.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Barakatah, sir.
He said, compare the LGBTQ to BIID. Check your messages.
Con. I'll check it, sir.
I had the verse right here. Chapter 1, verse 14.
Con. Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Okay, Slaki. We're in the book of the Apocrypha, in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1 and verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
To fear the Lord is the beginning of your wisdom, man. That's the begin. That's what we need to be concentrating on. The fear of the Lord, man, is the beginning of wisdom. Because when you fear the Lord, guess what you ain't gonna do? You're not gonna be running around here talking about you a grown man. You're not gonna run around here talking about you identify as a woman or some stupid nonsense like that, man.
Right.
When you fear the Lord, man, you live a whole different lifestyle. And guess what? Fearing the Lord don't mean you're in fear all your life. Fearing the Lord just means you doing what the Lord say do.
Right.
When you fearing the Lord, you don't want to do something different than what he said do. Like if you sinning, you better watch it. You better watch it. You better repent fast. And don't do it no more. But doing what the Lord said do, fearing him, doing what he said do, guess what, man? Your life changes. It's a life-changing thing, man.
That's right.
Those things that you worry about inside of the world before you come into the truth, you don't worry about them things no more, man. This coming into the truth and start listening to the Lord and following these commandments, man, it takes a big burden off of your back. The weight is lifted off of your shoulders. All right. You don't walk the way you used to walk. Go ahead, El.
No, it's like it, sir. I was just gonna say, Officer Kazak Yashrala, he just tuned in. He's in the chat. He said, "Shalom, Lord in Christ." Officer Kazak on the check-in from Ohio.
All right, Khan. All right, shalom, Kazak, Ohio, mighty man holding it down. We got Ohio in the building. Man. That's what's up. Most High in Christ. Start that from the beginning one more time.
Khan, sir. We're in the Apocrypha, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1 and verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Uh-huh. Read.
And it was created with the faithful in the womb.
In the womb, man. This is the calling that we have from the womb, man. It ain't till we come into the world and then your oppressor listen. It's not until we come into the world and then your oppressor twist everything up, man. The oppressor confuses you and makes you think that sinning is okay.
Right.
The Lord said he calls us from the womb, man. But instead of staying on the path of following the Lord, what we do is what? We get out and we get caught up in the things that's going on inside of the world. And we get caught up in following what the oppressors say is fun. It's not these things that is not fun things, man. Let me tell y'all something. I've had more fun in the truth than I did in the world. Like when I go to Passover and we go to our holy days and we do things like that and we kicking it with the brothers and we just talking junk and just having a good. I have more fun in the truth.
That's a fact, sir.
Because in the world, what we got to do, we got to be careful. We be extremely careful because it's always brothers watching on tip. Somebody you don't know who looking to harm you, who looking to hate on you. Right. You would get in fight and have to hurt some young man because you talking to a girl that he wants to talk to and she don't want to talk to him. You got to hurt somebody. You got to hurt a brother over that. Like it's the world is ridiculous. And here that won't happen. And here that will not happen. A brother will be full all ready for you to do harm to him over some woman in the world that does not want to talk to him though. I could see if it was his wife or something he was defending. You know, I get that. Dude, we talking about a woman that ain't even interested in him. Like it's different. You buying too many drinks at the bar, somebody hating, like it is different, but you worry about none of that stuff in here. So looking at a brother, we know looking at brothers wrong way leads to somebody getting harmed. Not in here, man. When you stress free and you worry free from worried about all that stuff, you can really let your guard down in here and enjoy yourself, man. And it is a different thing. It is different. Slacky, you had something?
Slacky, sir. I was just gonna mention, piggyback off what you said. That is a fact, sir. When I went to my first Midwest barbecue, well, that's actually the only barbecue Midwest I've been to. That was in Chicago, I believe 2 or 3 years ago. I've never been to a barbecue with black people, you know, and we just all got along, and it was just that felt more like my family than my real family in the world.
Damn right.
Salaki, my family in the world.
Damn
UPK
right.
is my real family.
Damn right. I mean? Damn right. Because you know you can't just to add on to what you said, you can't even really do that around your family. At least my family for sure, and I'm sure everybody else's family. So it's gonna be a fight. Somebody's gonna get punched in the face. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. I had 2 people in my family who cannot be around each other with alcohol, or it's going to be a fight. Not in here, man. This place gives you such a peace of mind. It's like y'all want you to get too far off of the topic. But back on topic. Read that again one more time. Start at 14.
To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
It is matter of fact, jump up one, read 13. 13.
We're in the Apocrypha, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 1, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Whoso feareth the Lord,
mm-hmm.
it shall go well with him at the last.
Man, whoever fears the Lord, man, it goes well with you. Why? Because of your obedience.
Right.
See, this is not a Christianity type thing where they think you don't got to do nothing the Lord say do, and the Lord just opened up blessings and he just pour them down from heaven.
Right.
He just pour them down from heaven. You ain't got to do nothing but keep sinning and the Lord gonna keep blessing. This ain't that, man. Read that again. To fear the Lord. I mean, whosoever feareth.
Whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last.
Man, it is going to go well with you when you fear the Lord. When you be obedient and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, think about it. Think about all the things that happen to people from eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Think about the things that you get when you into that alternative lifestyle, like Captain Hadariala brought out yesterday. You getting monkeypox and HIV and herpes and all these things of these natures that you get dealing and doing what the oppressor wants you to do, man. You don't go through those things when you obedient to the Lord, man. You don't go through those things, man. Not when you follow the Lord. When you don't sin, the Lord covers you, man. It is a beautiful thing. Go ahead, L.
Con, sir. So, Lucky, I just had the definition of obedience.
Con, please.
Compliance with an order, request, or law, or submission in another's authority.
That's what it is. That's what obedience is, man. It's all of those things, man. It is all of those things, man. And that's what the Lord requires us, man. The Lord requires obedience from us, man. You cannot be in an alternative lifestyle and say you serve the Lord.
Right.
I was on the internet, man, and I'm sure everybody saw this. I know I'm not the only one that saw this. But the pastor was the first. They said it was the first pastor to have a first man or a first something, but it was a dude. Like, what in the hell is going on, man? What in the world is going on in real life? What Bible are they reading? Like, what scripture is that? Where the precept at for that? It's not one, man. You cannot live an alternative lifestyle and serve the Lord. You don't have wisdom, man. And his church probably packed with a bunch of women. Go ahead.
Lock you, sir. It says Allen and First Gentleman Rashad.
First Gentleman. That's what it was called. I didn't know what the hell it was called. I scrolled right past that. I can't. It's too much for me, man. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's tough for me. I hate looking at stuff like that. I don't like having to look at certain things that I have to look at, but I have to teach the law class, so I have to look at it. But I hate it. It's disgusting to me to even know about. I don't even want to know about it. I don't want to learn about it. I don't want anything to do with it. I just want to serve the Lord, and that's that. That's it. That's all I want to do. It's like you had something else, El?
No, so I was just gonna say I think I know why they are teaching that doctrine, because their church, it says they welcome all races, genders, sexual orientations, and backgrounds.
Yeah, but the Lord don't. You see what I'm saying? They do. The Lord does not. But here's the thing. That been in church. All these new laws and new rules is just allowing it to come out. It been there. It's always been there. It's just now starting to come out more, come to the forefront. Go ahead.
That's heavy, sir. If I could, that remind me what you just said about the military. Like they already been in the military.
Yeah, it's been there.
It's just Barack Obama at that time, 2010, they were trying to get the votes or whatever.
Yeah, they just did it for some votes, and so the people in that lifestyle can vote for them, and then they just come out. What Mashah say up there? I know Mashah has something to say on that.
You can post it right now. He said, shout out to Officer Mashah. He just said, if you met a person with healthy eyes but felt he should be blind, no doctor would remove his eyes to make his fantasy come true.
God.
They would deem him mentally messed up. That's a fact.
That's facts. That is facts, man. That's insane, man. Yo, oppressor, man. Your oppressor ain't no joke, man. He's serious. Go ahead, finish that, L. Reed.
Kind of Wakan, sir. And he shall find favor in the day of his death.
And you gonna find favor, man, in the day of your death. That's what's gonna happen, man. So that means when you go and you go get your judgment and you get put back down here, you won't be that. You'll be okay, man. You're gonna find favor in the Lord. You won't be like that one scripture in Matthew when the brother was born blind. And they asked Christ, what did they say? They say, who did sin? Did he sin or did his parents sin? That's for you people that don't believe in regeneration, reincarnation. It happens, man. You die, you get a judgment, and you come back, man. Don't come back with 3 legs on one side and none on the other. Don't do that. Keep playing around with the Lord, man. Read, L.
Wakan, sir. Well, in verse 14, to fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Read.
And it was created with the faithful in the womb.
Go ahead.
15. She hath built an everlasting foundation with men.
Who is the she in this? Who is the she? I know who the she is. You know who the she is, L? Take a crack.
Salaki, sir. Is that talking about Israel?
Lie. The she is wisdom. So you gotta stay in context with what we're talking about. It said it's the wisdom. Wisdom in 13, 14. And that's why I said she is the foundation. The wisdom is the she. All right. It says she hath built an everlasting foundation with men, and she shall continue with their seed. Wisdom. And how does it continue with the seed? It continue with the seed because we do what? We pass the wisdom down to them. That's how it continue. That's how she continue with the seed. That's the Lord's wisdom, man. The Lord understand that in Genesis, like we read last week, he said, be fruitful and multiply. That's why he created a man and a woman. Only your oppressor would think. Only your oppressor would think to put a woman and a woman together. That makes absolutely 0 sense. Because your oppressor has 0 sense, man. And this show you how far we done fail as a people, man. This show you what the Lord will do to you. We are an example of what the Lord will do to us if we do not obey him. We got people with mental disorders ruling over us. For y'all people who think the Bible ain't real, we have people with mental disorders ruling over us because we chose not to listen to the Lord.
Right.
Read, L.
Wakan, sir. Slaka, we got a comment up here, sir.
Con, go ahead, read that.
Officer Mashah, he said, Bill Clinton started the legal road for LGBTQ in the military with don't ask, don't tell. Prior to that, if you were found to be alternative, you were removed from the military.
Con. If somebody told on you, they was just keeping it on the down low, Mashah. They was there. They was keeping it on the down low. Right. Oh, I said Obama and Bill Clinton, they just opened it up so they could come out and so they could start coming out. No. Obama opened it up so they could start coming out in the open with it. So they ain't had to hide in the closet and all that stuff they was doing. Your oppressor is a weirdo and alternative is in his nature. Alternative is in his nature. Read, L.
Verse 16. To fear the Lord is fullness of wisdom. And filleth men with her fruits.
And filleth men with her fruits. What does it mean when it says filleth men with her fruits. What does that mean? Read it again, L.
To fear the Lord is fullness of wisdom, and filleth men with her fruits.
Oh man. When you use wisdom, man, when you use wisdom, think about what your wisdom, like I said, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So your wisdom is telling you to follow the way the Lord tells you to live. Your wisdom is telling you to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So think about how better off your life it will be from keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Think about somebody who's laying in the bed, right? In hospice. They got lung cancer and emphysema from smoking cigarettes their whole life. The Lord don't want you smoking cigarettes, but they continued to smoke cigarettes and they didn't care. Now you got emphysema. Now you're laying in a hospital and you can't even breathe. You're coughing up blood. But if you had that wisdom to follow the Lord, you're not in that position.
Right.
You're not in that's not happening to you. That's not you. All right. You somewhere relaxing and enjoying your family, enjoying your kids, enjoying your grandkids. That's what you doing. Passing that wisdom down to them so they don't pick up cigarettes. And what's crazy, the cigarettes tell you right on the dang on pack, it's going to give you cancer.
Right.
It tell you right on the pack, cancer is coming your way. And you still smoke them. That's not the wisdom of the Lord. The Lord doesn't, that's the wisdom of your oppressor. The Lord don't have you doing silly foolishness like that. All right. Drop that L. Give me a Ecclesiasticus 12. I don't know. For some reason, we just in Ecclesiastics today. So, 12th chapter. What my man Mashai? What Salaki? What's that comment? That's Mashai again.
Khan, he put Psalms chapter 1.
He said the whole chapter. This man said the whole dang go chapter. Read that. I feel you. Jump down to 16, 12 and 16. Slakia.
We're in the Apocrypha, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12. Wait, Salaki, sir, you said 14?
16.
Oh, Salaki. Chapter 12, verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips.
Man, that's what the oppressor do, man. He make y'all think, he give y'all Pride Month, man. And you think Pride Month is just, you think it's something. Y'all march all around with your shirt, men marching around with their shirt tied up to their chest and all kind of weird stuff. It sounds good. Y'all got a whole month, man, to do what y'all want to do and be as vile as y'all can be and disgusting as y'all want to be. He give y'all a whole month to do all the sinning that you want to do, man. But the Lord is going to give you HIV. You're going to be taking them big horse pills for the rest of your entire life because you didn't choose the wisdom of the Lord. You chose the wisdom of the world, man. You chose to follow your oppressor. That's what you chose to do, man. That is what you chose to do. And because of it, the Lord is going to punish. You're going to have something that you cannot get rid of, man. Because your wisdom don't come from the Lord. I don't even understand how you can look at another man and choose him over a woman. You have a mental disorder. You have a DID. Hey, read that what I sent you from Officer Mashai. Slack you. Read that one time. This is y'all problem right here.
The term body integrity identity disorder.
What is the term?
Body integrity identity disorder.
Read that.
Describes the extremely rare phenomenon of persons who desire the amputation of one or more healthy limbs, or who desires a paralysis.
What do they desire? Say that again.
The amputation of one or more healthy limbs, or who desire a paralysis.
This is your oppressor, man. That is insane that somebody would even think to something like that, man. And that is what they want.
Right.
This is things they do. That an alternative lifestyle is the same on the same level of insanity. That is a parallel. Like what is this world coming to, man? You better choose the wisdom of the Lord, man. Y'all better stay out them Christian churches.
Right.
You can drop that. It's 12. I just needed that first part read right there. Yeah, I need that first part read. I need people to hear that, man. To understand. And again, that's why it's so important to like, share these classes, because again, we are combating so many things, man. We combating so many things. And the enemy speaking sweetly. He make it sound good, man. He tell you should be proud and prideful to live an alternative lifestyle. Now what he tell you? Said you should be proud of that. And the Lord kills you for it. So he's speaking sweetly with his lips. It sound good. It sound good when he tell a brother to get rich or die trying. The problem is you die trying. That's the problem. You get all that money and you get unalived in the street. Right in the middle of the street. Or right there sitting in your car. Okay? It speaks and it sounds good and you think it's good. The oppressor has taught us nothing but destructive. We've learned nothing but destructive behavior from him. And we are unalived for it, but he makes it sound so good. He make getting high sound so good and seem like the thing to do. But you're going to die of a heart attack, man. You keep smoking that weed and lung cancer. You keep smoking weed. It just sounds good. But these things that the oppressor makes sound good, the Lord kills you for it. Read.
Continuing on, sir. But in his heart, he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
How to do what?
How to throw thee into a pit.
He really wants to destroy you, and that's why he makes all those things sound good.
Right.
As we done said like 2 or 3 times today, you in an alternative lifestyle, you can't have kids. You're not gonna have kids. He makes it sound good. If you getting high off of drugs, it's gonna give you a heart attack or you're gonna get lung cancer. It sounds good. But all he really want to do is do what? He wants to destroy you. He wants to destroy you. He knows the marijuana that he sells you is going to is going to unalive you. He knows it. So he's purposely giving it to you. The papers that you put it in, the blunts that you put it in. He purposely gives these things to you to unalive you. He purposely pushes brothers and sisters to the forefront for the alternative lifestyle community. We're at the forefront of it. To do what? To stop us from reproducing and having kids. Why we number one in abortions? To stop us from having kids, to stop us from reproducing. We at the forefront of everything that is destructive and destroys us. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're pushed to the forefront of it. We are the poster child for it. We're the poster child for it, and the oppressor pushes us there and makes sure that we are. He wants to throw you, he wants nothing but your destruction, man. We have to be smarter, man. We fall time and time again. We fall for the same old 1 and 2. We getting hit with the same old combo. And the problem is we enjoying our own destruction, man. It's fun. We partying and having fun. And it's destroying us, man. That's why it's so important to share these classes, man. Because without these classes, without us getting out there, without this truth getting pushed, man, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we wouldn't even stand a chance.
Right.
We wouldn't stand a chance. It would be over for us, man. Dealing with this oppressor that we dealing with, man. It would be over for us. All right. Read L.
Khan. He will weep with his eyes. But if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
He won't be satisfied with blood. This oppressor been killing us for Salakia. This oppressor been unaliving us since. Think about when you read the book of Maccabees. We go all the way back to the Greek time. This oppressor been unalive and trying to destroy us since the Greek time. Go back further to Jacob and Esau when their father passed away, when Isaac passed away, Salakia. When Isaac passed away, Esau vowed to take us out, man. And it's been on since then, man. It's been on since then, man. We just have to be smarter and stronger. Read.
Khan. Verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Read that again.
Khan. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Sometimes you run into things. Sometimes you have issues. Sometimes you have problems. But you have to use what? Your wisdom of the Lord. The things that we learn in the scriptures. The things, and that's how we handle these adverse situations, man. And you come out better. Drop that. Give me Tobit, the 4th chapter. Slakia. Give me Baruch, the 4th chapter. Slakia, Baruch, the 4th chapter. You know what I want? Before we do that, Salakia, one more time. Give me Ecclesiastes 14 and 5. Salakia. Salakia. Ecclesiastes 14 and 5. Yeah, we are self-destruction to ourselves, man. We have to stop doing that, man, and start coming and come back to the Lord, man, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That's the most important thing right there. That is the most important thing.
14 and 5, sir.
Kai. You got that? Read that.
We said in the Apocrypha, right, sir?
Kai.
Okay, kind. Still in the Apocrypha. We're in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 14,
verse 5.
In verse 5.
Read.
He that is evil to himself.
He that is what?
Evil to himself.
That is what?
Evil to himself.
He that is evil to himself, man. If you are a person that's evil to yourself, what good can you be to anybody else, man? Like, think about that. We can't help each other if we hurt ourselves. That's why the UPK is so important, man, and this brotherhood is so important, man.
Right.
That's why, man. That's what make this. It's like that's what make this thing more precious than gold. That's what makes it more precious than gold. Not only do you not find this anywhere else, but we actually can help one another. We actually can uplift one another. And as we uplift one another, then we take that out to the streets and uplift our people out there, man. Right. We take it out there. We don't just do it in here. We do it in here, and then we take it out there. We perfect it in here.
Right.
That's what we do. We perfect it in here, and then we take it out there and give it to our people, man. But you can't do that if you're evil against yourself. You can't do it. It doesn't work that way. You can't uplift people if you're out there getting high. It doesn't work that way. How can you? You're high. You don't really understand what's going on. You high. You ever been around somebody? I used to be one of these people when I was in the world. Smoke some weed, man, and think I knew everything. All of a sudden, I was the best philosopher. I knew everything. I was a scientist, a doctor, a lawyer, everything when I smoked a blunt. I was every goddamn thing. You couldn't tell me. I could break down and tell you about molecules and all kinds. I didn't know a goddamn gone thing. I was high. I knew absolutely nothing. It just sounded good to me because I was high. You can't help nobody, man. It's impossible. You can't do it. Read that again from the top, Read.
Kind, sir. We're in the, chapter 14, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
He that is evil to himself,
mm-hmm.
to whom will he be good?
To whom will he be good? Who? Read.
Kind. He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
And you can't even take pleasure in your goods. You evil to yourself. You can't take pleasure in anything. Meaning the good that even come in your life. You destroy and mess that up yourself. You ever heard of somebody being self-destructive? That's what this is, self-destruction. I think what they said in the world, you block your blessing. Ain't that what they say in the world? That's what you're doing, man. you messing up you messing up things that is good that's supposed to be good for you, man. We have to get out. We have to get out of our own way, man. That's the problem. We're in our own way. And because we in our own way, what happens, man? Other nations rise up and they come over us. We so busy fighting each other. These other nations, they don't fight each other.
Right.
They stand together when it comes to standing against you. We the only people on the planet that run around and try to love the other nations. Get Baruch at the 4 and 3 now. We the only people on the planet that run around and try to love other nations. That we care so much about loving everybody else, we forget the one people that need love, ourself. Ourself. You got your love going to the so-called Arabs. You got your love going to the so-called Africans. You got your love going to your oppressor. Our love goes to everybody that oppress us. We have no love for ourselves. We are evil to our own self. That's why it's important to get these classes out here, man. And that's why I love this school so much, man. Because it teaches us how to love ourselves and how to love one another.
That's right.
And we get into it with brothers and sisters out there because they don't they don't know about loving themselves. They don't, in their mind, they think that they love themselves, but they don't understand. They don't. You got that?
What kind? You said Book of Baruch, sir?
Baruch, 4 and 3.
Okay, I got it, sir.
Okay,
We're
cool.
in the Book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Give not thine honor to another.
Do what?
Give not thine honor to another.
And that is what we do over here. We give our honor to everybody, man, and we receive none of it. None of us, like you. Give me 1 second. Okay. And we receive none of it, man. We care so much about everybody else that we do not give a damn about ourselves. We have zero compassion for ourselves, man. We have a zero compassion for ourselves. We have zero tolerance for each other. We have zero patience with each other. We don't even have patience with one another. We get an enemy patience all day, man. We so polite and kind to them and talk so nice to each other. But again, we can't even look at each other. If we look at each other, we sizing each other up. What this nigga on right here? We can't even look at one another without having to guard ourselves. Like, hold on, what time is he on? What type of time this brother on? But you don't do that when it comes to somebody of other nation. Right. We do it with each other. We don't do it when it comes to each other. When it comes to other nation, that's because we don't know how to love each other, man. And that's why we follow the oppressor so much. And that's why we follow his ways. We follow his lifestyle. We do the things that he laid down, man. We don't consider the Lord. That's what the scriptures say. He said, my Israel, my people, we don't even consider. We do not even consider the Lord. Salaki, go ahead, El, you have something?
I was just gonna piggyback off what you said, sir. That's heavy because you'll be at like a liquor store or gas station that one of these Arabs own or something, and the brother be looking at you, mean mugging you. You know, you coming with love, like what up, brother? Then the brother, he looking at you like, do I know you from somewhere? And then he go right up to the counter and say, "What's up, Habibi?"
Yeah, they kicking it like they brothers.
Kicking it.
And not realizing the Arab them damn Arabs, they don't even like you. They just want your money.
Right.
He be happy to see you because he know you about to spend whatever it is you about to spend. You about to get some Hennessy, some blunts, and a pack of Newports. And he know it. So he look at you and he see a quick $60. That's why he's smiling. He be right in there. Oh, you want your Hennessy today? You want Hennessy today? Come on, man. Read that again.
Salaki, so I just lost my spot. I know I'm in
4 and 3. Baruch.
3. I know I'm 3 verse.
Just start at the beginning.
It wasn't that verse 1 though, right? So,
Where's that verse 3?
okay, Salaki. For thou endurest forever.
As a matter of fact, jump up to verse 1. Read that.
We're in the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Chapter 4.
Oh, Salaki, so that's what it was. Chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever.
For how long?
Forever.
For how long?
Forever.
For how long?
Forever.
Forever, man. That means never end. I had to just hit that one time because I know Christians like to say, I did that for the new people that's watching, because Christians like to say the law's done away with, but as you can just hear again, it said forever. I don't know what book Christians read. I don't know what religion Christianity is. I don't know nothing about that stuff. But this Bible and what they teach is two totally different things. Go ahead, read.
Another one, sir. All they that keep it shall come to life.
Shall do what?
Shall come to life.
Man, everybody that keep this law, man, you gonna have life, man. Because everything against it is death.
That's right.
Everything against it is death. This whole class, everything that we said that go against the law of the Lord kills you.
Right.
Unalives you. Salakia. It unalives you. Every single thing. From being alternative, it unalives you how? With HIV. You want to smoke cigarettes and weed, it unalives you with cancer and heart attacks. You want to eat shrimp, crab, lobster, and all those things, it's going to unalive you with cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes. It's going to harm you. Everything that you do that go against the Lord, you being unbrotherly, we can't even build a nation because brothers is unbrotherly.
Right.
We can't fight it. Our brotherhood is our strongest weapon.
That's right.
Everybody knows it's something wrong, but only in the ISUPK do we have the solution to the problem.
Right.
The problem is our people want to get high. Our people want to be alternative. Our people want to do the things that the oppressor, what's coming up? The 4th of July? Our people want to pop firecrackers. We care more about firecrackers and Jordan gym shoes than we do about the Lord. That is our problem. We chase after everything that means absolutely nothing. Go ahead, Salaki L. You had something?
Oh, Sluggy, sir. I was just looking at the chat. Officer Mashah said, pride goeth before destruction.
Pride cometh before destruction, man.
And a haughty spirit before a fall.
Damn right. Damn right.
He also says, sir, these classes go by too damn fast. That's true.
Sometimes it's lucky, sometimes for sure. And that's the thing. Pride do come before the fall, man. And that's a lot of our problems too, man. We too prideful, man. We not humble enough. I was talking to a brother, man. The brother said, we don't got to keep the law. We only got to keep the 10. I said, well, you keep the Sabbath, don't you? You do realize that's in Leviticus. Hey, then it's here. That's Leviticus, all right? That's the first thing.
Right.
But of course, and this is my thing, of course, the brother smokes weed. So I just be forgiving the brother because he gets high. He doesn't know no better. He's on drugs. Hey, what's funny? Sidebar, Salakia. My daughter say that to me sometime. I be like, baby, I didn't know no goddamn better. I didn't know what I was doing. I was in the world. I thought that was right. I was wrong. We be laughing about it, Dodge, though. But yeah, you be on drugs thinking you're not. It's like you have something else. Go ahead.
Lucky, so I wanted to ask that question from earlier.
Oh, Khan, go ahead.
So let's say you out and you run into a sister and she's saying that she's dating somebody, but let's say they don't have sex. Or let's just say let's say you meet a sister and she says she's dating somebody. Do you just leave it right there at that, no matter if she's having sex with that brother or not? Or can you inquire and say, are you laying down with the brother? Like, are you having, like, how are we supposed to operate in a situation like that, sir?
Well, the first thing, like, if I talk to a sister, the first thing I want to know is, do she got a man? That's the first thing that's coming out of my mouth. And I want to know, is she seeing somebody or something? Because if we in a school, right, and you see a brother is courting the sister, you don't try to court the sister too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just show your brother respect, man. Even though that's not his rib, you know what I mean? He's still courting that sister. I just never. No, you don't do that. You leave her alone. That's what you do. Treat her like she's taken.
Damn right.
You understand? There's plenty more out there. Oh, it's plenty more. It's plenty women out there. I see them all the time. I'll be like, good night, Irene. They everywhere. Go, you ever been past a Dairy Queen? Good night. Good night. They everywhere. So yeah, you don't have to be that thirsty for a sister. You know what I mean? Let the sister go ahead and go and make her, And then if something happens where they don't work out or whatever, and she not married to the brother, you know what I mean? Then it'll work itself out like that. Outside of that, yeah, just leave the sister alone. Okay, where we at? Hey, ain't no sweat.
We were still in the
verse 1.
We is on verse 2, sir.
Read.
Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
It says, read that again.
Turn thee, O Jacob.
Turn thee, O Jacob. The things that we doing now that we're not supposed to do, man, and we are, let me try to explain this. We are in such a heavy time right now, man. And I like to say this because it's so true. So, because we actually in a time where I've been in the truth for a minute, but I actually seeing the things that I was taught happening in my face. Like I'm talking about on a larger scale. I'm talking about what's going on with China, Russia, the United States. You seeing World War III unfold. And once it really pop off, Christ is going to return. Like it is insane to see these things happening. I don't understand. It's when I hear if somebody tell me brothers is leaving the truth or something like that, I don't understand it. Like if you left the truth and you see that, you should be making your way back. Like, hold on, I effed up. I effed up bad. Let me get back over here in this truth, man. Right. Let me get back over here, man. I did the wrong. I made a terrible decision. And that's the beauty about the truth right now, man. We get to see, we living in what we have been taught. So we already believed in it, but now that we seeing it coming to life, man, your faith is rock solid, strong. You rooted in this thing, man. You rooted in this thing at this point. Take hold of it, man. Take hold of it. Whatever it is that you're doing, that you're not supposed to be doing, put that damn thing down. I don't even understand what else you could be doing. I don't think it's nothing more important than the truth. It's just not. It's nothing more important than serving the Lord. It's nothing more important than serving the Lord, man. I cannot stress that enough. There's nothing more important than doing that. There's nothing more important than doing this work. You got to be willing to make a change, man. You have to look at yourself and say, man, I live a disgusting life. I have to change this, man. Right. You have to really do it. Read.
Kind of what Khan said.
Take hold of it.
And take hold of it.
Mm-hmm.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof. Come out of that dark. Come out of that darkness. Come out of following your oppressor. Come out of 4th of July and Memorial Day. Come out of that mindset that your oppressor has pushed on you and programmed with and brainwashed you with. Right. Come out of that, man. Come listen to what the Lord say is right. It ain't nothing more righter than what the Lord say is right. I'm so sick of people. I'm so sick of when I talk to people. They try to rationalize the wrong that they do. Like when you talking to them about the scriptures. Yeah, but man, if I could just do it this way and that way, or they try to find find a loophole in the scriptures. No, the Lord said, don't do it. Don't do it. Like it's not a hard thing to do. What the scriptures say, the laws are not grievous, man. That's right. It's not punishable. The Lord made everything, man. And he gave it to you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man. He taught you how to live in the earth. The problem is we wanted to be like the other nations, and we fail as a people, man. And when we fail as a people, now the whole entire earth is out of order, man. That's right. If we was ruling, man, it wouldn't be no such thing as an atomic bomb that could blow the whole earth up. We wouldn't have that nonsense. Why? Because we want to live on the earth. Right. We want to live here. Why would you think to make something like that? For what? Because you got a disorder. You got a disorder. And if you can't, you think like a child. If I can't have it, nobody can. You ready to blow everybody up, including yourself. And y'all talking about the Taliban. Your oppressor, man, it's crazier than the Taliban. They do a building. Your oppressor will blow the whole world up if he could. If it wasn't for the Lord, he would do it. Walk in the light thereof, man. Walk in these law, statutes, and commandments. Come back to the Lord, man. Read. That thou mayest.
That thou mayest be illuminated.
Read.
Verse 3. give not thine honor to another.
Give not your honor to another. And that's what we have done, man. These other nations rule over us because we gave our honor to them. Think about your neighborhood, right? In the 60s, your neighborhood was all black.
Right.
Your neighborhood was all black. We wanted to join. Think about, you own every business in your neighborhood, right? Then you go to the March on Washington to go work for somebody. Now really think about that for a minute. You own everything in your neighborhood, but you going to March on Washington to work for somebody, for your oppressed, for the people that is hanging you from trees. Does that make any sense? That makes zero sense. You give your honor to other people, and because you did that, what did you do? How did you get to Washington? How did somebody from Alabama get to Washington? What did they do? They sold their businesses, sold their houses. And then what did Washington become? Chocolate City. You ever heard that? Chocolate City. How it become Chocolate City? Once the speech was over, where was anybody going? Nothing to go to. Nowhere to go to. The speech was over. They going there for their check. What check? They didn't need a check. They needed a plan to build themselves up. They needed the law, statutes, and commandments. They needed brotherhood. They needed to love each other. Think about if they would have took these law, statutes, and commandments and applied it to them. Think about where they would be right now. You think Black Wall Street was something. Right. Imagine us following that. That is something. That is something spectacular, man. And that's how it's going to be. And that's how we got to get back to, man. We have to get back to loving each other, man. We have given our honor to every nation around us, man, while we fight each other over crumbs, while we fight each other over nothing. Every brother, and think about every brother in the school knows somebody who's been unalived over a coat, over some gym shoes, over a chain, over something of nothing. Something of nothing. Nothing at all. We all know it. It's happened all. We know it. Everybody knows somebody, man. We have given our honor away, and we honor stuff that is of no concern. The most important thing to us is what new Jordans is about to come out. They build businesses, build generational wealth. They send their kids to college, off scraping off of sucking every penny out of our pocket, and the only thing we think about is Jordans. Go ahead, El.
It's a lot, sir. I know you get to the end. I just wanted to say, sir, it's like our people honor, just materialism over more morale, morals, sir.
And you are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct, man. And that's how you know we are people that's destroyed, man. Like the scriptures say, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge because they reject knowledge.
That's right.
They reject this truth because they want to get high. And then all they concerned is about the new pair of Jordans that's coming out, or some Balenciagos, whatever that nonsense is called. I don't even know. I can't even pronounce the name of that stuff. Yeah. That's what they care. And then what was the stupid belts they had? The belts used to be popular a minute ago.
Gucci
Ferragamo, some nonsense like that. I forget the name of all that stuff, man. But when they had the big dumb belt buckle, we care about stuff that don't even matter, man. Other nations is building wealth and sending their kids to college and got trust funds for their kids all off of us, though. They doing it all off of us. What we should be doing for each other, man. Instead of us doing it for ourselves, we doing it for the other nations. But it's all because we don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. It's all because we lost our identity and we don't know who we are. Think about, you ever heard that saying, if you knew better, you would do better? If we knew who we were, if we never had our identity stripped and took away from us, think about what we be in. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna bring it out next week. It's on the FBI list that they say the black family is like one of the threats on the list, and they used to fear black. But I'm gonna bring it out. I'm gonna bring the article out next week. I got you. I'm gonna bring it out next week. And with that, I'm gonna close the class. Shalom, Israel.